Okay, in this video, I will be discussing about reference angle. So let's define a reference angle. The reference angle is the positive acute angle that can represent an angle of any measure. So before we proceed in finding reference angle, let's have a short review about quadrants. So in this plane, Cartesian plane, we have 4 quadrants. We have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. In the first quadrant, we have angles measured from 0 degree to 90 degrees. And for quadrant 2, we have 90 degrees to 180 degrees. For quadrant 3, we have 180 degrees to 270 degrees. And for quadrant 4, we have 270 degrees to 0 degrees, which is also 360 degrees. Okay, for example, in reference angle, we have an angle in quadrant 1. So, in quadrant 1, we have 0 degree to 90 degree. And the measurement of the reference angle in quadrant 1 is equal to the theta or the angle in the quadrant 1. And for quadrant 2, we have the reference angle is equal to 180 degrees minus the theta or angle in quadrant 2. And for quadrant 3, we have the reference angle is equal to the measurement of theta minus 180 degrees. And plus, for quadrant 4, we have the reference angle is equal to 360 degrees minus the theta. Let's have this one. For example, we have theta is equal to 30 degrees. So, 30 degrees is located in the first quadrant. And earlier, we have the equation of the reference angle is equal to the theta. So, if our theta is 30 degrees, therefore, the reference angle is also equal to 30 degrees. And this is the illustration. If this is the theta, 30 degrees, this is also the reference angle in first quadrant. Okay, next. For number 2, for example, we have theta is equal to 140 degrees. Earlier, we have an equation for quadrant 2 because quadrant 140 degrees is located in quadrant 2. The equation is the reference angle is equal to 180 degrees minus the theta. So if theta is 140, so we have the reference angle is equal to 180 minus 140 is 40 degrees. Next, let's have the illustration. So we have 140 degrees as the theta and the reference angle is located in this one, which is 40 degrees. Okay, next, number 3, we have theta is equal to 200 degrees. In quadrant 3, we have the equation of the reference angle is equal to theta minus 180 degrees. If theta is equal to 200, then 200 minus 180 degrees is equal to what? It is equal to 20 degrees. So the reference angle of 200 degrees is 20 degrees. So here's the illustration. If this one is 200 degrees, the theta is located here from 180 to this one, which is equal to 20 degrees. Next. Okay, last. For number 4, we have theta is equal to 340 degrees. And if 340 degrees is located at, in quadrant 4, we have the given equation of reference angle is equal to 360 degrees minus the theta. If theta is 340, we have 360 minus 340 degrees. So the reference angle is equal to 20 degrees. So let's have the illustration. Here's the illustration for 340 degrees. So if this one is 340 degrees, we have the given reference angle of 20 degrees. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Bye. Okay, in this video, I will be discussing about coterminal angles. So let's define coterminal angles. Coterminal angles are angles who share the same initial side and terminal sides. There are an infinite number of coterminal angles that can be found, but we have the simplest way in getting the positive and negative coterminal angles. So for example, this angle measures 50 degrees. How are we going to find the positive and negative coterminal angles of 50 degrees? Here it is. So just simply add or subtract it to 360. So we have 50 degrees plus 360 degrees is equal to 410 degrees. And the other one, we have 50 degrees minus 360 degrees is equal to negative 310 degrees. So 410 is the positive coterminal angle and negative 310 is the negative coterminal angle of 50 degrees. So let's see. If this one is 50 degrees and the positive coterminal angle is 410, we have this one. So 1 revolution is 360 plus 50, that's 410. So they have the same initial side and terminal side. How about the negative 310 degrees? Since it is negative angle, the direction is clockwise. So we have negative 180 and negative 310 degrees. Okay, another example, we have theta is equal to 415 degrees. So this one is 415 degrees. How are we going to find the positive and negative coterminal angles of it? So just simply add and subtract it to 360. So 415 degrees plus 360 degrees, we have 775 degrees. And next, 415 degrees minus 360 degrees is equal to 55 degrees. And it's still positive coterminal. We need to find the negative one. So, copy 55 degrees, then subtract it to 360 degrees. Now, we have negative 305 degrees. Okay, let's see. If this one is 415 and the positive coterminal angles are 55 degrees and 775, we have this one as 55 degrees and the other one is 775 degrees. Next is negative 305. So the direction is clockwise. From here, this is 180 to 70, and we have the negative 305 degrees. That's all. Thank you.